Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. Tell me if this is a full face of affordable products or high-end products without looking at the title of the video. Would you have said that this was a full face of affordable products? Hi my lovelies, welcome back to another video, and no, it's not a review, unfortunately. Most of the videos that I have uploaded recently or the past couple of weeks have been on products that are kind of in the higher end when it comes to price. So I thought, you know what, let's kind of like bring that down a bit and just delve into my affordable products that I have, do an affordable look. And you would never think that this is a full beat from an affordable range. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, please continue watching. I'll see you at the end. Hi guys. Apart from broken nail, I've misplaced an item that's very dear to me right now. Low-key upset. Hopefully this video will kind of like lift my spirits. So let's get into it. Those that are new here, thank you very much for coming by. I hope you won't be a stranger. My name's Maria. Don't forget to like this video, and obviously to the fam, thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate you all for all your love and support. The products I have with me today are products that I have actually used, apart from one, and I can say that they are stunning products. So we're going to get into the eyes first. And if you want deets on this hair, I did do a review. I'll probably post it up on the cards or in the description box below. For ours, I've been watching a lot of Real Housewives of Durban. I didn't even know there was like a season 4. I just stumbled upon it and literally binge watched the whole season. But anyway, for the eyes, I can't. I'm going to be using the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base Eye Primer in the shade medium. She's a bit like toe up, used and abused. Normally I would use my Niacinemide, but in regards to price difference, this one's more affordable. Okay, so for setting the eyes, I'm going to be using the Sephora Translucent Setting Powder. Normally I would use one size. I don't want to be referencing all the high-end stuff that I would use, but I'm sure you guys know the products that I would normally use. I'm just going to do a light dusting. The eyeshadow palette today will be the Revolution Velvet Rose palette. I don't know if this palette is still available, but I think it's one of like their best sellers. It should be on the website or the likes of like Beauty Bay, maybe ASOS. It looks really nice though. And for what I remember, this palette retails for £5. It's been a while since I've used a Revolution palette. I go into this shade here and mix a bit of this one in and just get that in position, because you kind of have to tread lightly, especially if you're not sure about pigmentation and stuff like that. But that brow bone has set beautifully. I'm going to go into a transition shade, which is going to be this one here. It's quite pigmented, and we're just going to, using the same brush, I'm just going to go in and, oh, I think I'm liking this. And there's no names, it just has numbers, by the way. Just make sure everything is blended. I will say though, one thing with Revolution, or Makeup Revolution, is it Makeup Revolution? Yeah, Makeup Revolution, because they have a lot of sister brands. But one thing I will say about Revolution, sometimes the eyeshadows are like hit and miss, but this one doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go into this shade here to kind of blend in at the top and remove any harsh lines. Okay, so I'm going to go into this brown here. I want to try this one out before I go into this one. See what it gives. This is just going to go into our outer V. Yeah, it's not giving so much depth I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just replicate what I've done on the other side, on this side. I mean, it's showing up, but it's just not giving the depth I want, and I don't want to layer too many shadows. Let me grab another brush. Let's go straight into the deepest one, which is this bottom one here. Quite pigmented. Okay. Yep, that's giving the depth that I want. Yep, I like that. I'm just going to do a standard smoky outer corner sort of situation. Just drag that out. So tap it and blend. Shade here, which is the second deepest brown. And I'm just going to go into my normal placement here. Blend up and into the brow region. And just for a little more depth, I'm going to go into that deepest brown with another brush and just tickle it in. I'm going to grab the third brown that's going to give us a bit more red, more warmth. Just going to bring that again into the crease using that same brush. Okay, so for a little bit more depth, I'm going to go into this black. It seems to look like it has like a shimmer in it. So it's not like it's entirely black. It looks like it's got a sheen to it. Yeah, it feels very like I've just blended it out and look at the sheen it's giving. I'm going to grab just a little bit using this brush. Very pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see it. See that bit there? And just at the lower part, just feather it in. And kind of use it to do a slight wing and just bring it up. I haven't dipped into it anymore, so I'm just using what's on the brush. Okay, it's giving something. For the lid, I'm going to go into the shade here. It's going to give us a nice soft glam moment. Tap it into the area where we don't really have shadow. Blend it and move to the outer corner. So I'm going to go into the lightest shade in the palette, which is this one in the corner here. Technically speaking, will be the top left hand corner. And I want to use that to brighten the inner corner. Okay, and I'm going to grab a small fluffy brush, this shade here, and I'm going to use that just to tap and blend. L'Oreal Paris Infallible eyeliner in black. It's like a gel liner. So I just sharpened it up. I'm going to line the top part. And I'm going to use the deepest brown to smoke that out. A short wing. So guys, I am back and I have done my lashes. I'm sure these lashes don't like me because they always lift. And these are the Khloe Kardashian X Tattoo lashes. That's what I've used, and it's affordable, is it not? Face. But these primers, love them. If you guys know me and you know what primers I'm talking about, leave them in the comment section below. The two primers are from e.l.f. Liquid Putty Poreless Primer, and this is the Power Grip Primer with the 4% Niacinemide. Not that I don't like them anymore, and I am going in the wrong way, so clearly it's been a while. So I'm going to go in, actually I'll just mix the both of them together, but I'm just going to have more of the Power Grip. And I just love applying this with a brush. I don't know why. Other products I like to massage in, but these ones, for some reason, I just love using a brush. And they're both affordable. But what is really affordable, because I'm sure these primers go for like £10 or £8 each. Like, anyway. So foundations of choice today, we are spoiled. So again, another product from e.l.f. This is the Soft Glam Satin Foundation in the shade 63 Rich Warm. I've used it on my channel before. It did come out quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. The other one I did have that I kind of wanted to go in again was this Skin Silk from Makeup Revolution. I have this in the shade F18. And I'm thinking, do I mix these two together? But then I have another foundation that I haven't used in quite some time. And this is from H&B Cosmetics. This is a Soft Luminous Glow Tint. So I'm thinking of mixing this with this. Let's just do a nice, affordable collaboration. I'm going to start off with adding the e.l.f. Soft Glam. There's 2 lines of that. And then going into a little bit of, okay, so a little, it's quite a bit. 2 dots of the H&B and mix the two and paint my face. That rich red. For setting spray, I thought, let me use what I used to use before, and I have a lot of this left. And this is the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Prep and Set Mist. I could have used this before applying my primer, but I used to love using the Morphe Continuous Mist that I bought the Jumbo. This is like the best time to apply your setting sprays. Spraying it down will give longevity and make everything kind of like blend seamlessly. For contour, I normally use this anyway, and this is the Made by Mitchell Liquid Blursh Bronze, and it's shade A Ritchuation. So this is kind of like a bronze slash contour moment, because you can see that it is pretty dark. So I'm just going to place them here along my chin, jawline. Just gonna drag it up a little bit here. Just gonna blend her out and just love the way it is on the skin. For concealer, again, sportful choice. I'm going to go into a concealer that I used to stan back in the day, and this is from Kem Beauty. She's actually a UK-based content creator who started her makeup line, and she has everything apart from, I want to say foundation, but she has concealer, she has blushes, she has setting powder, and her concealers are low-key like giving Too Faced vibes. So if you want an affordable version of the Too Faced, I would highly recommend Kem Beauty. You can find her on TikTok under Kem Beauty. I will link her page down below where you can go and purchase, and she also has a website, so I'll also place that down below as well. But this is in a shade Mocha. This shade actually sells out quite a lot. If you can't get this particular shade, if you are shade sister to me, you have to keep an eye out. That's all I'm gonna say. And she just blends out so well. Should put some on my top lip. Okay, so just to mix it up a bit, I'm going to go into the H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. This is in a shade SF4W, so she's just a bit lighter. It is normally on sale on TikTok. I would, if you want to get another affordable concealer, she's the one. Let that sit for a bit. So let me go ahead and blend this concealer out. Then I'm going to come back and set the face with you guys. But yeah, look, watch this. And she hasn't even like sat for like super long. It's so easy to blend out. Her concealers are really good. I just don't know why. I think because I have so many like products that I don't really reach for them. It's like I have this concealer drawer, and it's like, because I have certain things on my desk, it's like, okay, let me just play with these ones today. So that's why you don't see me using these like products as often. And I'm not gonna lie, I like my high-end stuff. So let me go blend this out and then I'll come back to you guys. But look at that. Like, why is that not like beautiful? I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back and that's all blended. I did tell a lie that I was going to come back and say it. No, we're going into liquid blush. The liquid blush of choice today is the Camo Liquid Blush in a shade Bronze Bombshell. And this is from e.l.f. Beginning of this year, loved this blush. Not that I don't. Again, it's just sometimes it's either I'm reviewing or I don't have time or patience for liquid blush. I think the last time I used a cream blush was on my birthday Glam. I think that's how long it's been. But this is, it looks crazy, but she's good. Okay, I'm going to use the Putty Blush brush from e.l.f. to blend her out. Just going to blend her up further under the eye, so we could just not lose our contour. She good, she real good. And the same on this side. Then I'll go into my concealer brush, no additional product, and just blend the edges. So I'm not going to go into any more concealer because now we're going to set. My usual technique is a pressed powder. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline FitMe Matte and Pore Powder in the shade 350. I've used this before. Again, it's another product that I love and it's affordable. This is a good pressed powder. It's just a shame. I think they've kind of discontinued it. I don't think I can get this shade anymore. But it's so good. I've tried to look on TikTok to see if I can get it. I've gone on the Maybelline website. They just don't have this shade anymore. It's really annoying. And in the UK, we don't get the loose powder version. It's like, why would they get rid of the deeper shades? Did we say we didn't like it? I've noticed like with these brands, they'll kind of like give us these shades that will work for us. And then before you know it, those shades are gone. Like, why would you do that? Like, why is that a thing? And have you noticed as well, like, maybe just randomly there'll be a sale, but there'll never be a sale on deeper shades, but there'll be a sale on the lighter shades. Like, if there's gonna be a sale, put a sale on every single shade. Have you guys actually noticed that? Someone spoke on it recently and I was like, that is so true. Like, discriminate much? So for setting the under eyes, they have the Sephora, which I'm going to use because this is translucent. I'm going to use this to kind of like brighten everything. But I have to go into my Chem Beauty. This is another Chem Beauty product. This is her soft matte setting powder in the shade Rum Cake. Love this setting powder. And as I said in my previous video, when it comes to applying your setting powder, always start at the lowest part and work your way to your under eye so that you don't have a lot of products under your eye that it will look cakey. I think I mentioned in a previous video as well, when it comes to setting your under eyes, I know people use loose powder straight on top of your concealer. If that is the case and that's what you do, that's totally fine. There's no wrong or right way to apply makeup, but to kind of reduce creasing, obviously if you have fine lines you will crease, but reduce the appearance of creasing, I would highly suggest allowing your concealer to set just that bit more, your concealer to not be in such a wet state. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that would work better. You're less likely to cake up under your eyes. I think is just like the best way to apply setting powder. Again, there's no right or wrong way to apply makeup. It's just down to preference really. But that's just what I would suggest. I'm gonna use this powder to set this area here where I had applied my concealer. Is she not nice? I think you can get like 2 for £25. She does have a lighter shade and this is a shade Brownie, but Sephora's powder in translucent eats. And that's what that looks like. Grab some of that. And this one, I don't necessarily have to start it here. I want my brightness to be right here. So this is where a lot of arm work is needed because you need to press and blend. But as you can see, this is just given a nice brightness to the under eye. This powder is no joke. I'm just gonna put it here as well. Because it's so finely milled, it has like a blurring effect to it as well. Just gonna grab the puff that I used before and just use that to blend out the nose just a little bit. So it's time for bronzer, and I do have the Infallible powder, but it's almost giving skin tone vibes. I just want to show you guys what that looks like. So I'm just gonna grab my brush and I'm just gonna do it at the bottom here. Is that not giving like skin tone vibes? Or is it giving red? I could use the NYX, but we're here. The NYX kind of gives more of a blush kind of shade, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. I'm going to use the same powder with my little nose contour brush and just blend her in here. This is the Buttermelt bronzer from NYX in the shade Butter Than You. She just gives too red, so I'm just going to show you guys. It's giving blush, and I might as well put it on. This I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of that at all. I think we're okay in the bronze of it all. I just want to apply a little bit more depth. Would this work? I don't think so. Let's try it. Just a little bit here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And this is from Colored Rain in the shade Mocha Queen. Yeah. For all over face powder, I'm gonna go into an old school, and it's my Morphe Filter Effect in the shade Filter 13. Like, so I'm just gonna use that to go over everything. Yes, we haven't used a blush yet, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. This is just to bring everything together. But unfortunately, this powder is discontinued. I also have 15. I think she's just a tad too neutral, but let's see. That's not too bad. Now for blush. Again, this might be discontinued. I would go into my Juvia's Place, the Sahara Blush Palette Volume 1. But I found this as well. I was thinking, it's been a minute, innit? This is the Afrique Blush by Juvia's Place. I assume this is the shade Bella. I know, of all my old school products, and it's got a mirror as well, but I'm like, why haven't I used this? And I'm looking for an orange blush, and I had one the whole time. And what I like about that e.l.f. Camo liquid blush is that it has like a shimmery flex, and it gives you like a highlight. That's not this blush. That is the e.l.f. Camo, because you'll be able to see it here as well. It's so nice. It's ridiculous. Like, and that's literally my face done. Just need to set it with some setting spray. I have to think of this like I'm using Fix Plus. Okay. Tell me this face is not giving that. Tell me this face is giving. So now I'm going to go into that palette that we used earlier, and I'm just going to grab just like some browns, go into my bottom lash. Another tip as well, if you do suffer from fine lines under your eyes like myself, applying eyeshadow to your bottom lash line, because you're like almost further setting the area, should your concealer crease, it won't look as bad. Just a little tip. Wait, this black again, I'm going to put it closer to my lash line, not necessarily in my lash line. And I have this pencil that I've never used before, and I think I bought it because I needed to get like free shipping from ASOS. But it's the Makeup Revolution Streamline Eyeliner in a shade Nude. Ooh, this is what it looks like. I've not done this in a long time. I just want to open my eyes just a bit. Oh gosh, I will say she's pigmented. Oh gosh, this is scary. Well, she's very pigmented. I don't know if I should have done that. You know what, I'm gonna go into my black liner. I don't know why I did that. It's not something I do regularly anyway. I'm going to that Infallible liner and just cancelling that out. This is what I'm used to. And I have the L'Oreal, is it Telescopic Lift mascara for my bottom lash. I did use it to prep my lashes. For a bit of, I don't really use this product, but this is the Made by Mitchell Baked Luminous Bronzer in the shade Brandy Perfect. And this is kind of like a powder bronzer, but I'm just going to use it as just a nice little bronze highlight, as you can see, just to further intensify. I'm going to quickly go judge my hair a bit and come back and do the lips with you guys. So give me a couple seconds. Hi guys, I am back and I just ran a wand through the hair. So time for lips. The two liners that I pulled out today are both from NYX. The Line Loud in Rebel Kind, and this is actually an eyeliner. It's Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Deepest Brown. I'm going to use the Line Loud first. It's actually not bad by itself. I'm just going to use the liner to kind of add a bit of definition. I have a lipstick from e.l.f. and this is the shade No Doubt. I forgot what these were called, and this is what that shade looks like. It's really nice, and I'm just going to use that. It's a really nice nude. Oh my god, it's been ages. But isn't that a nice shade? Listen, for gloss, I do have the Fat Oil. I am not really fond of, but okay. I've used it once. I didn't use it with a full face of makeup. It just didn't make sense to me by itself. And I know it's got like a plumping aspect to it, but obviously I don't need my lips to be plumped. I'm going to go into the Drip Gloss in Drenched from Morphe. And this is in the shade Drip Coffee. And this is just going to go, oh, this is a deeper one. Yeah, I think I like it this way. The shade's nice. That is gorgeous. That is stunning. It's cute. So there's a small thing I wanted to do with eyes, just for it to pop just a little bit, because I feel like we've lost a bit of the brightness. I'm going to go into the shimmer first. It's more of like a satin shimmer. Let's see how it goes. Yep. This is what I wanted. Can you see the difference between the two eyes? Copper shimmer just kind of like makes everything a bit more open. This is the finished look, guys. What do you think? I'm just gonna add this. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm gonna put the L'Oreal Infallible setting mist. This thing sprays out like it's having issues. Would you know if this was a full face of affordable products? I like it. What do you guys think? Is it giving high end? Does it look like I used my regular like products to do this face? Like, you can't tell the difference. If there is a difference, let me know in the comment section below. So my lovelies, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I really do hope you liked this look and what we used to get the face together. I know there are some products that are discontinued that I have used, and I'm sorry. But use what you have. I'm sure your beat will turn out as fabulous as this one has. If you'd like me to do a beginner's makeup step-by-step tutorial, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll surely do that. We can really just strip it down to the basics. All this mixing and blending and all this stuff that I'm doing, I'll kind of just strip that down and kind of give the basics in regards to the type of foundation that you will need, the concealer that you will need, what do you want to achieve, and the products you need to achieve that particular look. Or if you like a video or a tutorial on my, I would say, everyday makeup look, because I don't really wear makeup every day. On those days where I kind of just like want to get out the door, this is how I do my face. But nah, the face is stunning. Again, for those that are new here, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you'll be a stranger. Do join the family by subscribing to the channel and also like this video. And to my fam, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you all. And my lovelies, I'm just gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.